All right, so anyways, you see that this side has all three corners, and you need to try to get all three corners done so when you bag it up, it doesn't collapse on itself, okay? I've got the middle piece that's beveled on all four sides, and then the side pieces are beveled on three sides. The top is flat. If you are doing a box that has a permanent top on it, you can go ahead and attach your top when you build your box, okay? This is actually the top of that, and I would just sit it on there and score and slip it down. But if your top is removable, you need to wait till I come back, okay? If you're doing, I don't know what kind of top you're doing. If you're doing a lid that has like that little key inside, remember, like my Wicked box, you can go ahead and make the key, okay? Some of you may not get that far, okay? Primary thing is you don't let these dry out. All right, so now what I'm going to do, did anybody give me a slip? You're just going to simply go through and you're going to score, and use a needle tool to score, please. Do not use a comb because a comb doesn't cut deep enough, okay? And all you need to do there is you're going to get some good slip. Don't make it like watery. It needs to be more, this is a little too thin right here. This is, if it's doing that, it's too thin, okay? It needs to be thickened up some. For the sake of, let me give me a different one. Give me a different one. This isn't going to work. Just grab one. It should be like pudding. Yeah, this is good stuff right here. See how it doesn't fall off of the actual brush. And then I'm just going to lay some on this tile, making sure I get it in there on both sides, getting it in the grooves. Okay. And then I just take it and I just walk it up to the next one, and I let all that extra just ooze out. And I kind of give it just a little bit of a shimmy, using the flat part of my hand up against it, okay? And as I turn it, see what it looks like, everybody, okay? And then I can wipe off the excess. You want to keep very clean hands for this project, okay? That's important, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little zigzag score marks inside. All I did was just up and down zigzag, okay? I'm going to get a piece of very soft clay, which I have some right here. I'm going to make a small coiling with it. Small coil, rather. I'm going to, and it needs to be really flexible and soft. We'll put a little bit back in there. And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to start on one end. Can y'all see the computer when and I'm going to press it. I'm putting this hand behind it to keep it from pushing. And I just press it like this. And then when I get to the edge, I just pinch it off. Okay, like that. Can y'all see that? You can even see where I just kind of went along and pressed it. Okay. Then I can take the back of my needle tool or my finger. I like to take the back of the needle tool and just smooth it out. Like I said, you can do it with your finger too, but it should almost be an invisible thing when it's done. You shouldn't really see it. It should be nice, pretty, and smooth. And like I said, I keep a damp paper towel a lot of times when I'm doing this, just so I can keep my fingers clean. A little damp paper towel or something that you can wipe your hands off on. You don't want to get crumbs everywhere. Okay? So now I've got to figure out where my top is again. This is my flat side, so I'm going to flip it back around. If I only get this far, it's not very stable. If this is as far as you get, and you've got a bunch of tiles left, when you go to bag it, you put these right here in against it to support it. Okay, and then you can bag it. All right, but other than that, you need to kind of build it. When you get this far and you've got tiles left, you can put that on top. Take an extra bag and stuff it, and then put all of it in a bag. Okay? If you get all the way built, you put a bag down on top of it. If there's any air or space left, it just allows for the water to evaporate. So you want to make sure that you get that space taken up. Okay? So a lot of double bagging going on. There's a ton of bags behind my desk. Make sure that you put your name on your bag. I think all of you have learned that lesson by now. Okay, so the next step, and this is going to be repeated over and over. I just score and slip 2 sides at a time now. Just like this. Okay, so then I can take the slip, and if you've got too much on there, it just gets squeezed out, and that's fine. I just want to make sure it gets down in the little grooves, because I don't want to create a space for air to be. Okay, so, and then I'm going to take it again, and I'm just going to push it together. Just gently pushing it together. It may not fit perfectly together, but that's why I can manipulate it just a little bit and get some of that to squeeze out. Okay? When you get to this point, this corner, you're going to take the side of your hands and you kind of got to get over it. Girl, something messed up on this thing. And you can just kind of press like this. And you just kind of press it together. Don't pinch it, because then you would leave like little dimples along that corner, okay? But you can also, at that point, you can just take your finger and rub down the side of it. If you need a good sharp edge, you can get that later. We can use a ruler to sharpen your edges, but you can blend them together. Inside, what do we need to do where these cracks are? Where these joints are. Every time it's connected, what do you do? Huh? Put a coil in it. Thank you. One person's listening. So good. Alright, so now I have to go back and put a coil everywhere I have placed a tile together. Every groove. And I just go in there and do like this with it. Little zigzag score marks. Okay, and then I go back in and I get some of that thicker slip. Put it back in those grooves. And then I put another coil in there. Getting it all the way on the inside. Putting my hand behind it and pressing it. Like that. And then smoothing it out. And making it not look like a big fat coil inside. Should be blended. And then you're going to do the same to this one. Okay? So, that is how you do it. And then I can come in here and adjust my edges and my corners and all that. Y'all have any questions? Okay. Go ahead and